Please listen to me. He does not scare me. Him taking over DC does not scare me. Him threatening to send National Guard to various blue cities across this country does not scare me. Peter Thiel does not scare me. Stephen Miller does not scare me. The only people that scare me is us. It's us not having a collective ownership of what is happening in this country and the people in it. It is a lack of urgency that does not match the moment that we're in right now, and the lack of a collective macro level goal that is paired with coordinated action across this country. Authoritarian states do not respond to proclamations of dissent and disdain for their actions. They don't. Historically, they only respond to disruption. They only respond to actual physical, impactful pushback. He angers me because I love this country. Not because I'm super patriotic or because I support the violence that it was built on, but because I love the people in it. And I have no choice. It's my country. Like it or not, I am American. So either I lament in that or I make this country worth a damn. Nothing pisses me off more than the entitlement of this administration. Entitlement to our government, to our money, to our people, to our rights. But that doesn't mean you just sit and take it. What did Beyonce say? Never ask for permission for what's already yours. Yeah, that's what people are doing. They're asking for permission. No, do not listen to creators that only talk about us being cooked, that say we're at a point of no return and that thing they've already won, or only focus on ways to call people out. It needs to stop. That is not what needs to happen right now. The stakes are way too high for that. There's a level of privilege that some of these people have to say things like this, to focus on things like this. And a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times they're the ones that are going to be the least impacted by what is happening, or the ones that are going to have the easier time assimilating into it if needed. Because for some of us, it is literally life or death. This whole thing. Out of everything that is happening right now, the most dangerous of all of it is the right to comfort and the either or thinking. It's dangerous. The right to comfort makes people complacent, and the either or thinking perpetuates purity politics, and it waters down the movement. It waters down and nullifies it. You have to define and focus on a macro goal. And macro goals are not boycotts. They're not protests. They're not calling your representative. Those are all tactics. The macro goal is what all of that fits under. And I can tell you right now, for all the people with some sense, I can tell you what that actually is. And that's to stop the takeover of this takeover of our country by this administration, and to stop the harm and violence that they are perpetuating and fixing the damage that they are causing. I can tell you definitively that is collectively where, if you whittle it all down, that is where everybody's at. That is the driving force behind a lot of all of the action that people are taking, or the goal or vision of what they want to see. The problem is people are more focused on the different ways that people are trying to achieve that goal than on the goal itself. They're more focused on turning to the left and right and seeing what other people are doing instead of looking forward at what all of us are trying to get at. When you do that, you avoid purity politics. You avoid pointing fingers, and you are able to better focus your energy. That is the goal of all of this, is to be able to put your energy in the most efficient and effective place. And you don't know where to put it, your energy, unless you have a goal, unless you have a vision of what the future looks like. And that is why hope is something that is cliche, but something everybody talks about. It's the reason why Obama ran on that in his campaign when he was running for president. It's because if you do not have hope, then you do not have an incentive to have a vision or a goal to begin with. So I'm saying this because nihilism is not going to help us. Saying we're cooked is not going to help us. Okay? Get past that. Okay? I'm dead ass. Leave it alone. What we do does not have to be perfect. And it doesn't have to be the same as what everybody else is doing. In fact, it shouldn't be. What's important is that it's together. It is done together. One band, one sound, like I've been saying. Because the only thing that stops this administration is disruption. That's it. Okay? That's it. Nothing else. And if you don't do it, this will continue. It doesn't matter how many elections you vote in. It doesn't matter how many videos you make. It doesn't matter how many people you call. It doesn't matter. The very thing that people are criticizing Democrats for is the same thing that everyday people are doing as well. You have to stop it. You have to take ownership of your country because it's yours, whether you like it or not. I'm so serious. You didn't get to pick where you were born, but this was it. So either make it something that you can be proud of and that can be a forward step away from the violence that we perpetuate as a country, both against other countries and around the globe, but also to its own citizens, or you just sit and take it and it just continues in the path that we're on. And I guarantee you one is a lot fucking better than the other, even if it's scarier. So no, my fear does not come from him. It comes from y'all and what you are going to do about it. Are you going to sit and let it happen, or are you going to disrupt it and not ask for permission to do so?